welcome to At the Buzzer Live. I am Kristen Balboni. We are here on a Saturday at the Buzzer Live, and in case you couldn't tell, my team won in a big way last night. UNC beating Indiana, going on to the Elite Eight to face Notre Dame. And so I figured, we're here on a Saturday, why don't we just do a 35-minute deep dive into UNC basketball and their chances. No, I'm just kidding. But I did bring my t-shirt because I'm very excited about it. We are going to talk about a lot of different things today. We're going to play Love It or Hate It, which is a super fun game. And I know you guys have a lot of opinions. But first, before we get into that, we want to spotlight our person who shared yesterday. And like we said, if you go and share this page on Facebook right now, we just shared it to Fox Sports, so you go and share it to your page. If you go and share, then the next time we have a show, we might spotlight you like this guy. This is Nick Merchink. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He likes WWE and NASCAR and At the Buzzer, apparently. So thank you, and thanks Trey for saying UNC rocks. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you go and share this right now, then the next time we do our live show on Monday, that could be you. So thank you, Nick, for sharing. We really appreciate it. And without further ado, we're going to play Love It or Hate It. And for someone who has a lot of things that I'm guessing he hates, I'm going to bring in Fox Sports senior writer Dieter Kurtenbach. Dieter!
Hello, scoot in.
Yes.
Set.
Oh no!
This
is small. This is poorly planned on my part. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Okay, so love it or hate it. So I presume you're the love it part, I'm the hate it part.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
But I think this first question. Oh, Craig said he shared. Thank you, Craig. Everyone else, go share.
Everyone, be like Craig.
Be like Craig. Craig, follow Craig.
In many other ways than this one, but this one specifically for now.
Go do it. Go do it. Mark just shared. Thank you, Mark. So hopefully one of you guys will be our sharer on Monday. Love it or hate it. You ready?
Just in life? I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, love it or hate it right now, Saturdays.
Depends.
Okay, first question, and I really need your opinion on this. As everyone saw when Dieter just walked in, you're a very tall guy. How tall?
6'9".
6'9". No big deal. I'm 5'2". So we're on opposite ends of the spectrum here. And
you guys aren't seeing it. She's sitting on
I'm sitting on a box and a lip. Yeah, I call it
Meanwhile, I'm
you're like slouching.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I call it my adult booster.
My chiropractor.
So yesterday we did a video on this. 7'6" UC Irvine center Mamadou Ndiaye had to sit in the middle seat. Check this out right here of a flight. He got the middle seat. Now it wasn't an exit row. But he got the middle seat on the flight, and then look at this guy taking up the aisle seat and laughing.
That smirk.
So 6'7" guy in the middle seat while the guy in the aisle laughs. Love it or hate it?
So clearly I hate it.
Yeah.
As someone who's been in that spot, that's criminal. I mean, I don't know what kind of an airline it was. If it was Southwest.
If it's Southwest, that's on him. That's on Mamadou, because you got to get in line early. It's all about getting in that top.
What's he supposed to tell the guy who's driving the team bus? Like, hey, let's speed this up because everyone on that team
is tall. They should be used to it by now.
Right, but if that guy, first off, I have to sit. I don't fit on a lot of airlines. I have to sit on the aisle, and I have to sit in an exit row. Like physically, I have to. Otherwise, my butt's halfway up the seat the entire flight, and that's no good for anybody.
But knowing, that could be fun. But knowing that, please take a video of that next time. But knowing that, you make sure to get the aisle seat, right? You're not like, let's just roll the dice.
Yeah, but
Here
life doesn't work out that way. Everyone wants the aisle seat, and at some point, human decency has to come into play and realize, like, oh, this guy's 7'6". Let's do this guy a solid because his back might literally break.
You know what? I feel bad for him. I do. And but in my heart of hearts, I kind of love it because look, short people have rights too. And if I paid 50, we do. Trust me. If I paid 15 extra bucks for that seat, because now they're charging like if you just want an aisle seat somewhere.
I know.
If I paid 15 extra bucks for that seat, and then I see this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the good part of me should move. But what about me?
Maybe you should heed the good part of you.
Edgar says he hates it, and he would give his aisle seat up. So Edgar's a good guy, apparently, where I'm just a short, mean-hearted person over here.
I mean, like, listen, I totally understand where you're coming from, but you have to understand that this is like physical harm being done to this poor kid.
I get it. But why is it on a short person to be nice?
But like, this is a terrible crime that should be punished by prison time, frankly.
Prison time?
Yeah.
Like the same for jaywalking? Is there prison time for jaywalking? Or where do you put this in between littering and like a breaking and entering type of a deal? Is that where this prison time goes?
Yeah, I think it's just above littering, probably below breaking and entering. But if it doesn't get the job done, I'm willing to move it up the depth chart down the line.
Like a misdemeanor?
Yeah.
Slightly up to a felony, perhaps?
I don't want to go that far, but perhaps.
Yeah, Craig says this could cause back and leg problems.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I have to carry around a foam roller that I've now had to turn into a PVC pipe because when I fly commercial, which is always,
of course,
and when I don't get like a good, decent seat that I have to pay an extra $50 for, I call it a tall tax. My back completely like. I slip a disc every time, and so the first thing I do in the hotel is cry on the floor as I roll my back into place. Like, cut the kid some slack. Let him sit in the aisle seat. You're still in an exit row. You're still going to have the knee room, and you'll be a decent human being.
Well, maybe he's thinking the same thing, though. Like, he's still in an exit row. He's fine. Although Anthony says not comfortable. Craig says back and leg problems. Although Helen is with me. She kind of loves it. I'm guessing Helen's
Apparently
maybe
Camilo
shorter,
wants
like
to kill himself. That's
Camilo,
getting
don't do it.
depressing. Camilo, it's okay. We're going to get through this together, my friend.
Okay, so you hate it, obviously.
Yeah.
I kind of love the mean part of me kind of loves
I
it.
don't just hate it, I love it.
All right, next question. Love it or hate it? Yesterday, Odell Beckham Jr. and Josh Norman took their beef from off the field onto Twitter, and I think we had a little part in that. So
Yeah.
we want to hear what you guys have to say. Love it or hate it, but we're going to give you the little backstory. So was it Thursday? My days are all mixed up now. Was it Friday? Yeah. Well, a couple of days ago, I asked Odell Beckham, I asked Josh Norman this.
Okay.
So he said, yeah, the one word that comes to mind when he hears the name Odell Beckham Jr. is okay. So then, yesterday, a full day after this, Sports Nation asked him the exact same question. Like, they didn't even change. They just said, what's the one word that comes to mind when you...
You can't improve on perfection.
That's what I say. That's what I say. So we asked him that, and then a day later, Sports Nation magically asked him the same question. Needless to say, it got back to Odell Beckham Jr.
Shocker.
And he tweeted this. He said, that boy should thank me for all I've done for you. You're welcome, though, LOL. And, I mean, it's clear the subtweet is clearly about Josh Norman. We all know.
Yeah, he's getting in the LeBron category here.
So then Josh Norman tweeted this. He said, he tweeted at him, which I love.
Yeah.
At OBJ3, as your boy Drake would say, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers, huh? I'm not going to subtweet you. Laughing at you. So what's up? So I love that first of all, I love it because we were involved in it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, which was great.
Got to get them page views.
Absolutely, absolutely. We wanted Odell Beckham to see it, of course. I mean, and Josh Norman knew what he was saying.
We were trying to start the beef. We were like the Don King of this terrible matchup.
Do I get to wear the wig? That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's for next week.
So I love it. I love that they are still engaging in this rivalry because they both have big personalities. They both think they're the best. And I like that Josh Norman went straight to him. But what do you guys think? Let us know. Love it or hate it. Dieter, what do you think?
I think I agree right here with Anthony Mack. Why is everybody taking their beef to Twitter?
Why not?
It's kind of cowardly.
No,
right?
no, I like it because then we get to see it. Like if you're going to have beef, don't do it in private. Don't call anybody.
Don't we have a contract with TMZ though? Like wouldn't we get it eventually?
That's true. I want to see it. I want to be a part of it. It's like in the cafeteria, you know, like someone gets into a scream match. Like I want to see what's going on. I want to watch.
True. A lot of rubbernecking on this one. But yeah, I think that we need to get some sports on TV so that we don't have to talk about this. Like, this is great and all, and I like the fact that arguably the number one wide receiver has a rivalry with the number one cornerback, but a lot of this seems like really staged because it's like too good to be true in some regards. I'm starting to wonder if they're kind of in on the joke together.
Okay, Dieter, before I interviewed Josh Norman, I said, Josh, can you just start this thing? And he was like, sure, I got it. Like, tag me, tag him. We'll set it all up. So you called us out on it. I'm trying, you know. So we have everything. Mark said, love it. Get on it, boys. Austin calls it immature.
Celebrity boxing, totally. That's exactly what should happen. Oh, wait, they play football.
Hey, their game almost did get into celebrity boxing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's just too far away for me to be like, oh, I can't wait for them to get back out on the field.
Oh,
It's
I
spring.
like it. Any type of NFL, I don't know, like any little morsel I can get, I'm into it. So.
Well, I'm sure that we won't talk about this for the next 6 days.
All right, I really like this question. Okay, Pacers rookie Miles Turner reveals that his hotel room alias, the one he goes by like when he checks into a hotel, his name there is Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
So first of all, love it or hate it.
First off, love it.
Yeah.
Because Miles Turner's kind of a dorky dude. Excellent basketball player. He's in. If it wasn't for Karl Anthony Towns, he might be the rookie of the year. Steve Urkel, ridiculous name, ridiculous character. I mean, if you're going to go for broke. Go big or go home. And so I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah. Okay. So now, aside from the fact that we obviously both love it, who doesn't love it?
How
The
could you?
real question is to you and to me and to everyone who's watching, what is your hotel room alias, or what would it be? What would yours be?
Well, I've done this for no good reason, to be frank. No one was trying to get me at the hotel. I just decided to do it. It's Erwin M. Fletcher, which of course is Chevy Chase's real name in the movie Fletch. Big fan of that movie. A lot of people go with like Jeffrey Lebowski from The Big Lebowski. And that's fine. Like, I love that movie. It's probably my favorite movie. I like to go one step further. I like to go to Fletch, my second favorite movie. Erwin M. Fletcher, a man of many aliases. I thought this one through. Have to go with Erwin M. Fletcher.
Craig says his is Big D. Mine would be.
Wonder what that's about.
I don't. I'm assuming his last name starts with a D, so let's hope that that's what it is.
Yep. Let's go with that.
Sometimes I just read stuff and I don't think about it. You know, you just read. I don't know if I can read.
Cole Trickle from Days of Thunder. That's a good one. I like that one.
Austin's is bend over.
Sorry.
LOL.
Edgar,
I get it.
Edgar,
I get it.
You're going with Michael Scott, the most generic name in the history. I understand where it's coming from. I totally get it. But seriously, it's a deliberately generic name from a TV show. Why are you going
I like
with that
it.
one?
Anthony Mack went with Mr. Anderson, which I'm assuming is a...
First name Mr.?
No, it's the Matrix. I was going to say Neo, but yeah.
There is a theory that Mr. Anderson was the one. That was on the internet this week.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, my mind just got blown. Mine is you're gonna think it's lame, but
Yeah,
I don't care, because I love her. My hotel room alias would be Hermione Granger. No doubt about it. I love it. I love her. I know all of the Harry Potter trivia. Come at me. What do you got? You got any trivia? I'll answer it.
I don't.
That's who I would be.
Here's my only trivia. Why?
Because she's amazing, and because I don't want to go as, like you said, the Big Lebowski. I gotta switch it up.
It'd be weird for you to go as the Big
Why?
Lebowski.
Why? Because I'm a girl?
Yeah, I think it'd be weird to use an alias of a man's name.
Why not?
I mean, you could.
Maybe I'll go as Ron Weasley next time. I don't know.
Who am I to stop you?
I'm
It's
gonna do it.
2016. This is America.
I can. My hotel room alias can be whatever I want it to be.
I'm going to use Dieter Kurtenbach because that will get the least attention possible.
I'm going to use Dieter Kurtenbach just because you said that. So there.
Winner.
I
you.
did like Mr. Anderson, though. RC said for me to cast a spell on you.
How tall is Dobby?
I could be Dobby.
No, but how tall?
I don't
There's
know.
some trivia.
Dobby is 3'7". Check me out.
You just make it.
No. Yes.
Someone verify that.
Yes. Tiffany said we can go as Andy Nesbitt.
Yeah, that would definitely not get a lot of
That would
attention.
go right under the radar.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, so that was phenomenal. I do like the Miles Turner, Steve Urkel.
Miles Turner's awesome. He's a gem.
You know him?
No.
You'd like to know him.
Everything I hear about him, I like him more and more.
I like it, especially the Steve Urkel thing. Okay, so the next love it or hate it.
Okay.
Pop resting all of his players for tonight's game versus OKC. Typical Pop, but it's always fun to ask, when it happens. Love it or hate it? Well, do you want me to give you the little backstory while you're thinking about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the tweet.
I want to hear how you spin this.
This is the tweet that the Spurs put out, which I just think is phenomenal. Injury report. Aldridge rest. Duncan rest. Ginobili rest. Leonard, right quad contusion. Parker rest are out for Spurs Thunder.
Didn't they put that out on Thursday? I'm pretty sure
Maybe.
they put that out on Thursday before the first game of a back-to-back. Because they're playing the Thunder tonight.
Yeah.
That's like tonight's game, second end of a back-to-back.
So they just knew way ahead of time.
Yeah, this is the troll god doing his business.
Yeah. Well, and then KD was asked about it, and I like what he had to say because it's so true. He said, Kevin Durant on the Spurs resting a ton of people tonight. Classic Pop move, which is true.
I think he's going to go play for the Spurs now.
Yeah. Let's see. A lot of people are saying Chad says he loves it. Craig says it's good.
Why?
smart.
It's ruining my Saturday night. I was planning on watching that game because I don't have a lot else going on, as we've established earlier in the show.
A lot of people love it. Austin, J Money love it. But yeah, I really am usually about what's in it for me.
Yeah.
So you're saying hate it based on the fact that you wanted to watch the game tonight.
They could have done it last night when they played the Grizzlies, who are like held together by duct tape, and then kept a really good Spurs Thunder matchup together. I think that would have been the cooler play.
Well, I read that, and I don't know if this is true, and you're a basketball guy, so let me know. Is this something that Pop doesn't want the Thunder to kind of get a bead on what's going on? Like toward, as it gets toward...
I just don't know how the Thunder would ever get a read on a bunch of guys who have played together for 12 straight years. I mean, I understand that like Kawhi Leonard's new and they have Aldridge and stuff,
new,
but like I pretty much know what the Spurs are at this point. We don't need to have any misdirection.
Yeah. So you're just mad.
Yeah, it's kind of, but it's Pop.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I love it.
Somehow it's lovable.
I love it. It's just classic Pop.
I can't stand mad at you, Pop.
I'm a fan of it. Yeah, I can't say. He's just like, he's like your grumpy grandpa, I guess. Is that what we say? Call him is he grandpa?
Is Pop a grandpa? We go to Facebook.
I know. Let us know. John says, when is Pop going to arrest Pop? That's a great question.
Yeah.
What if he just put himself out? He's like, you know what, guys, I'm tired tonight. Like, we've been traveling
I think he's
a lot.
done that. I'm pretty sure he's just decided, like, I'm going to Cabo. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Figure it out. And
that's just his early season.
The weirdest part was they went 5-1 without him there.
I like it. Kevin makes a great point. He says, hate it or love it, depending on who you are. Kevin, you can't argue with that. You just took us down a whole different rabbit hole.
Confucius said.
All right, and the last hate it or love it question, love it or hate it, probably the most important question. Love it or hate it, Dieter Kurtenbach changing his Twitter picture to him drinking on this very set last week.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Look at that.
I did that, and I think I'm just going to go for broke here, and I'm just going to keep drinking.
2 for 2!
Woo! Baby.
2 for 2. I love it.
I just love beer, frankly. That's the most, I love sports, I love beer. I'm going to bring them together.
Yeah.
No one's ever thought of that before.
I love it for several reasons. First of all, we got a nice
Someone want to sponsor me?
beer. I like that you took the tag off of it in case you do get a sponsor in the future.
I don't want to
hold
back I don't want to squander any possibilities here. Plus Janko did it the last time, so I figured.
Well, look, in case you've got that endorsement coming up, you just need to keep your options open.
Yeah, I'm just really hoping it's not like Bud Light.
Anthony said you're a boss and he loves it. So,
yeah, you're right, Anthony.
Although
I
although Alex says he hates it, so that's 50-50.
Teetotaler.
I love it for several reasons.
Yeah.
First of all, we've got a nice little at the buzzer plug in your Twitter bio, and look, we're going to take all of the publicity we can get.
Especially after sports.
At the buzzer, at the buzzer on Facebook. Check us out. I also love it because
as if they're not already on.
Yeah, but still, make sure that you're sharing and subscribing. Look, I'm using this to my advantage.
Every share, I'll drink 1 beer.
Oh, awesome. All right, we're at 11 so far. So you guys, if you share, Deer will drink a beer for every shares. I don't know if we can legally say that. So
I can.
The second reason I love it is because when we had you on, I think it was last Friday, we went out, Mina made a trip and got the food that you hated most in the world.
Oh, are we going to do that again? 'Cause I will leave.
No, Janko flung it across, it was capers, and you hate capers. Janko flung it across the table at you.
Yeah.
You physically recoiled and made, frankly, a little girlish scream.
Oh, I'm glad that we're going to replay that.
Yeah, we are going to replay it. And then, after all that, I thought, you know what? He's never coming back. We are done.
I need the beer.
But yet, I know that you're coming back because we have this picture, which means you love your time on the show.
Yeah, well, I'm usually... Yeah, yes and no. Much like most things, I love it and I hate it.
That's true.
As long as we don't bring capers back, I agree to do this. As long as I'm allowed to drink beer on the set, I do this. And as long as we just tap into my unbridled hate of most things, I feel like we're going to be okay.
This is what we need you for. I was like, we're playing hate it or love it. Oh, this is perfect for Dieter.
I also think that it's a little insulting that I got pushed back to Saturdays instead of Fridays.
Well, we can work on that. If you start drinking now, 1 beer for every share, we can We can go live anytime you want.
I'll be dead by Thursday. So.
We have to ask you one more question. John brought this up.
We did not go over this in the rundown.
No, this is a surprise. What does it mean? We just were curious. What does it mean you got to lose followers to get followers?
Yeah.
I feel like you're putting out a little wisdom there, and I just need to know what this means.
I don't.
Well, you put it out there. It's not like it's private.
I don't care if you follow me or not.
Uh-huh.
And I think a lot of people are trying to opine to gain followers, and they're using the hashtag. Like, I don't care. It's not for you. I don't tweet for you. I tweet because I have a lot of weird stuff going on that I got to get out there.
You need to get it out, yeah.
And
it's therapeutic.
Pretty much. I mean, I mean, the new health insurance here at Fox, I'm not sure if I can go back to my shrink. It's mostly about that. So, yeah, I feel like everybody out there is like, trying to put out a bunch of clickbaity stuff, and it's just like, no, I'm not going to hold back. And if you don't like what I say, unfollow. What do I care?
I like it. Dieter Kernbach, don't follow him on Twitter.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what he's saying.
I really don't want your. It's like an echo chamber with myself that 5,000 people enjoy
Edgar
reading.
Edgar says, I bet he does care on the inside. Edgar just pegged you so good. He just looked into your soul.
I'm very transparent, Edgar.
Although Eddie likes it. He says, preach, brother.
Yeah.
Craig says, Dieter, cheers, bro. So,
cheers to that, indeed. Yeah, no, it's Twitter's a weird spot, and once you stop
that's why we're on Facebook right now.
Facebook, I need nothing but character. I need nothing but followers on Facebook. Can't lose any of them. But, yeah, no good.
All right. Well, Dieter, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about all the stuff you hate.
How many people have shared it? How many beers am I on?
We are at 11 right now as of last refresh. But the more you share, the more beer Dieter will drink, which is phenomenal. We want to see him just out of his mind in a little while. Also, if you share, we are going to do the Sharer Spotlight again on Monday. Your picture might be up here, and we'll tell you cool stuff about yourself, right? Like what you like to do, and we'll just stalk your profile. No big deal. Join us again on Monday, 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. We will see you then. Thanks for joining us. Go Heels. Oh, no.
It's upside down.
I was trying, for the big Go Heels.